Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a vegan cake. This was the first time I made it, so I'll be showing you some tips and tricks to make sure you get the best vegan cake possible. So the recipe I'm using is the vanilla cake recipe from Loving It Vegan. You can just search that up and it'll come up, but it starts with adding 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour to a sifter, and with that I'm adding 1 cup of sugar. I added an extra ½ teaspoon of baking powder, even though the recipe didn't call for it, just to help with the consistency. And then I added 1 teaspoon of baking soda and also a ½ teaspoon of pink salt. So I just whisked all those dry ingredients and then I added the wet ingredients. So now I'm adding 1 cup of milk. You can use normal milk, but as this is a vegan, I'm using a plant-based milk. But any almond milk, cashew milk, anything like that would work too. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/3 cup of an oil. It doesn't have to be like a non-strong oil because I'm using olive oil and you couldn't taste it, but grapeseed or veggie oil is great too. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to this as well, and that's all the ingredients you need for the cake. So I just started whisking it up and made sure to get all the flour. The batter seemed a little thick, so I did add a bit more milk, and I just whisked that back into the batter and made sure it was a good consistency. Then I greased my pan. I used coconut oil, but parchment paper, spray oil, anything would work, I assume. And I just added all my batter into my cake pan. I tapped the pan a couple of times just to get rid of the air bubbles, and then I tried to experiment with something. I added a bit of raspberry jam to the top of the uncooked batter before it went into the oven, and I'm using just some raspberry jam, but I assume any jam would work. And I just put dollops of it onto the cake and then started swirling it around with like a wooden skewer just to get that design because I had seen it. And I added a bit more jam just to see how it would turn out. I wasn't sure if it would come out at the end, but I just swirled that in and I was happy with how it looked. So I just put it into my 350-degree oven. So for the second layer, I just whipped up another batch of the exact same recipe, and I wanted to experiment with the flavors because, I mean, this whole thing was a bit of an experiment. So I wanted to do a coconut lime flavor, so I squeezed an entire lime into the cake batter, mixed it up, and I also added some desiccated coconut, and I just mixed that into, I put a good ½ cup, and by this time my other cake was done, the first cake, and it seemed to turn out really well. So back to the second layer, I added some coconut on top of it just to make sure the coconut flavor came through. So then it was onto the frosting. I put some vegan butter, powdered sugar, and non-dairy milk and vanilla extract were the only things I added. This is kind of tricky because with vegan butter, it won't exactly take any liquid, even vanilla extract, so it kind of has to be a back and forth between the powdered sugar and the non-dairy milk that you're using. And I made it a bit too liquidy, but more on that later. So my coconut cake was done. So it was the last element that I was doing, which is kind of this mixed berry jam. I don't know exactly what to call it, but I've made it before and it's really good. You just put a couple frozen berries into a pot and set it to medium flame. And then you add a bit of orange juice, but I guess water would work fine as well. And you just kind of switch between letting the berries cook, mixing them around, mashing the berries, and just letting the juice come out of the berries. And it takes a kind of a long while. This takes kind of a long time, but it burns really easily, so make sure you have your eye on it. And this is what it will look like when it was done. I also had my coconut cake here and the jam cake here. So now I had all my elements ready, so my cake, my frosting, and the jam. So I put the frosting on top of my first cake. It was way too liquidy, actually. It looks okay right here, but that was just because I put it in the fridge. But anyways, I put a layer of that on my first cake, and then I put some jam on top of it. And then I put my second cake on. I didn't level any of these cakes because I didn't really want to waste any of the cake, so that's why I didn't level it. But anyways, I started putting the straws in. This is what I would have done if I had a good frosting, because this usually provides some structure for the cake, but my frosting was too liquidy and you could start seeing it, so I ended up taking them out. So I put my frosting onto the cake, but it started running down the sides and it was really liquidy, so I wasn't exactly sure what to do. I tried to clean it up with a napkin, but that didn't do too much for the look of it, And then I realized if I let it kind of look like a glaze instead of a frosting, it ended up looking really nice. But there were some cracks at the top of the cake, so I figured out the best way to conceal those was with fresh berries, and I think this is what ultimately saved the look of the cake. And I could just, it's obviously a small little raspberry on the side there, but other than that, I think it looked really nice, and that was my finishing product. So this is my entirely vegan cake. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.